Okay, I think. Yep. All right, now we're back.
Alright.
Holy crap!
There
Wow,
we go.
That was awful.
And we're back.
Okay, so this is well, we had to do like a part 2. It's everything froze up. So where did we leave off? We talked about we were pissed off that Hayden Christensen got superimposed over this other actor, right?
Right.
I know. I don't want the audio to be a recap. We're good. Trust me. I kind of know. I kind of know what's happening.
Star Wars.
I know what's happening a little bit. Okay.
All right.
So that's where we are.
Okay.
We can continue now.
Hey.
Yes. And I think it's shitty because here's the thing, right?
Right.
Yes.
Charles got fucked out of that twice.
He
He was a
did.
ghost.
He did, and I want you to explain that. But my thing is that that really shits on that other actor too, because it's like
I wish I could remember his name.
he didn't look like Hayden Christensen when he died. He looked like that guy.
Yeah.
So it's like, why would you have him when he's 25 when he died at like 70?
And,
You know, does that not make sense
True.
though? That doesn't make sense.
and if they do that, why didn't they make Obi-Wan Kenobi into McGregor?
Mm-hmm.
And why didn't they make Yoda into Baby Yoda?
Right.
Type of thing.
I mean, it just got crazy.
Can't say his name. It'll spoil it for people.
Yeah, they released the apparently
Yoda.
they told the name of the baby Yoda, the
child.
child. Yeah. Someday I'll get back to the Mandalorian. I promise. It probably won't be till after the holidays. I'm very booked.
You're booked through June.
I'm booked through. So how did David Prowse get screwed on that twice?
One, he wasn't revealed as being
Mhm.
Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Two, he wasn't the ghost for Darth Vader
Mm-mm.
or Anakin.
Right.
And then when they redid it, like you said, they put Hayden there instead of David.
Right. And that was the thing that pissed me off too, when they were like, "Oh, they were thinking about putting Hayden Christensen in the newer films." Why? Why? It doesn't make any sense. When Luke died and he came back as his little Force ghost, he didn't look like young Luke. He looked like Luke, the Luke of that day.
Yeah, right.
The continuity. I'm a big continuity person, and it's like when you fuck with continuity like that, and it's like, oh, we'll make him look 25. No, he died when he was like 70.
Yeah.
That's what he should look like.
Oh,
Yes.
Sebastian Shaw. That was his name.
Oh,
damn.
wow. I'm actually impressed. Actually, I am impressed.
Pulled that out of your ass, damn.
Yes.
That was crazy. Oh man, I'm so mad. The YouTube video, we had to do like a part 2 because the other one like froze up. So maybe we'll make this one a little bit longer than we normally do.
Mm-hmm.
This is poor YouTube kind of got screwed. Kind of got screwed. 'Cause we record it through the YouTube app, and T-Mobile tried to call me. I think they want money. 'Tis the season.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So that call froze the phone camera and
We got fucked. It's everything. We're good now, though. We're good.
Hey, you know the song the 12 Pains of Christmas?
Yes.
I was listening to that on the way here.
All right.
Bringing up the line.
5 months of bills. I get 12 months. I'd rather have the 5 months. Give me that. I want 5 months of bills. Fuck 12 months.
I want no months.
I think they're saying, like, after you end up getting through the holidays, you have 5 months of bills to recover from the shit that you bought and stuff you did, yeah. That's just my interpretation. I don't know. So on top of
I
it,
interpret it
His
differently.
lights.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's my life right now, yeah.
Hangovers.
Oh, jeez, look at this.
That was what I said when I pulled in the yard today. I'm like, seriously?
I don't even know half these people.
Ian, give me a beer, huh?
Here's something,
Oh,
right?
I know.
I've been battling with my new job, right? which is probably not what you do when you want to keep a job. But, okay, so as of December 1st, I got my paid time off.
Woo.
Woo!
Oh,
It's
Daisy.
not gonna be that enjoyment.
Woohoo indeed, friend. All right? Woohoo indeed. Now, what has occurred is, because this is open enrollment for health insurance,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not allowed to take any time off. It's a blackout month. I'm not allowed to put in for any time, right?
Yeah.
And you're one of the
And-
newest people.
And aside from that, I'm a newbie, so I am so low on the list to get approved, it's pointless to even try,
Mhm.
right? So I saw that I had 80 hours. Yeah, and I went, but then I thought, oh, well, they'll probably carry it over, right? So I email
Sometimes.
the HR guy.
I hear a big butt coming.
Oh! There is a big old... Cameo is like, that's a big old butt. Right? Anybody remember that song? Never mind. Never mind.
Son, you got a big old butt.
Hell yeah!
I got on
Coming in
this.
the butt.
Yeah, that was E. I think the name of that group was
EU.
EU, yeah. Doing the butt.
Ew.
Yeah, I know.
Ew.
Unbelievable. Oh! That's something else. Anyway, so I email HR guy and I'm like, hey, couldn't help but notice that I have all this time off now. I can't take it because they told me specifically. They even mentioned it in my job interview. They're like, yeah, you don't like time off in December, right? And I'm like,
No, I don't want to be with my family and my friends. No.
yeah, and you know what? This whole culture in America, I'm sorry, a little quick side rant. This whole fucking culture in America where it's like people wear their burnout as like a badge of honor. Like, yeah, I worked 72 hours last week. You shouldn't have to do that, number one. And number two, that's not a prideful thing.
No.
It's like, Jesus Christ, go home. I don't understand that. I get it.
What are you doing? Working. Tomorrow. Working. Next day. Working.
Excuse me. No, I understand, like, if your bills are, or your life is as such that you have to do that, but you shouldn't have to do that, right? You just shouldn't. And people who are like,
Preach.
yeah, I know. And people who are like, yeah, man, I worked, X amount of OT and blah, blah, blah. I mean, like, once you work a certain amount of OT, it's pointless because you'll go up in a tax bracket, like the government will take most of it,
Mhm.
and that's wrong as
The
well.
more you make, the more they take.
Exactly. So, just a little something. I know. It's like I get pissed off because you see people in like the European countries and stuff, and they get like
Cheat time.
so many more so much vacation time, and they get paid a livable wage and free healthcare, and we're over here like, what the fuck?
America.
So, I emailed the HR guy. Couldn't help but notice I have time off I can't take. He wrote me back and he's like,
Cool.
yeah, well, you can carry over 40 hours.
Well,
And
the
I
rest
went-
of it.
Exactly. And I said, well, I couldn't help but notice that I have 80. And he goes, well, yeah, you're going to lose it. And I went,
That's a lot of hours.
yeah. And I went, well, this is bullshit. Because I said, okay, I was hired in October, and I do realize that it takes X amount of time before you accumulate this stuff, right? It's like after 90 days, I got all this, employee benefits. And it's like, that sucks, because it's kind of not my fault, but I'm going to be punished anyway because of when I was hired. Like, if I had been hired earlier in the year, I could take the time off before December, and it wouldn't have been an issue, right? And I'm not really complaining because I literally had like 4 months off when I was unemployed anyway. Although I didn't have any money to do anything fun.
You did fun. You got a lot of good videos for us up on.
I did a lot of editing, yes. I did a shit ton of editing. That was, and a lot of those I still have yet to remaster. But anyway, so he goes, well, let me check into it and I'll get back to you. Because the thing that I said was, well, okay, if I can't take it, how about you just pay me for it?
I was gonna say.
How about you let me cash it in and you just pay me for it?
Yeah,
I mean,
take a percentage.
I mean, if I took it, you'd be paying me for it anyway. So there you go.
Sure.
So he goes, well, I'm going to check on that, and I will get back to you. So I still have not heard back from him. I suspect that.
Are you working for the guy that makes those boxes?
No. Do you know Phil? Because he needs to answer my shit today. So I suspect that I'm going to get a very negative response from this person.
Never
We're
know.
so sorry.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. And, I was told.
No.
I had emailed one of the bosses, and I said, "Okay, well, if I'm not feeling well, what is your policy for that?" And then in parentheses, I'm like, "I feel fine." I don't want him to think like
Are you sick?
Yeah. What's your policy with that?
Quarantine.
And because I work way north now, they're in the valley, and they get a lot of snow. Like, we'll get rain here. Tomorrow, they're getting a shit ton. They're expecting like 2 feet of snow up there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what? So I said, I live in a different area than this place. What if the roads are bad where I am and not for you, or vice versa? Can I opt to work from home? I was met with, when it comes to the work from home, it is the company's decision whether or not I can work from home. If they decide it's a snow day, I can work from home. And I'm like, okay, then I'm going to be calling out. Because, seriously, I mean, it's not, that's like, I hate that shit. When companies are like, well, you need to be here. It's not worth my life. If I die on the way to work, you have to fill my spot. I mean, you're never going to find anybody as good as me, so it's your loss. Completely. That's like when you're talking to an ex, it's like, oh, you're fucked. Never gonna find anybody who treats you like I did. And
that's why you broke up.
Exactly. And so I'm like, okay, but that kind of sucks, so I'm just gonna be calling out. I mean, I did that at my old job. I have no problem calling out because of snow. I'll be like, I won't be in because of snow. And, well, Tara, would you like to work from home? I would not, because I was told that it was the company's decision whether or not I could work from home. So, no, I will not be working from home today. It's a snow day for me. And as far as calling in sick, I'm a little upset about this. My old job, I called the hotline, I apologized, and I hung up. Right?
Now you have to talk to a person, right?
I have to speak to an actual person.
Oh,
And I'm like,
actually.
actual? So I'm a little pissed off about that because although I haven't had to do it yet, so I don't know what will happen. And this is a new world now, right?
Will the nice person answer?
I don't know. Although I have to call my supervisor. So I've only spoken to her in the job interview. So I may the force be with you. I don't know. Maybe I could throw like a Star Wars thing, and she'll be like, "Oh, I like Star Wars. That's who's your favorite Star Wars?" And then that'll be it. So I'm like, okay. I'm a little mad about that. Not mad, but I'm a little frustrated because it's like, oh, why don't you just have a hotline and people call and leave a message? Because now I wake up, because I have to wake up at like 6 o'clock because I have to leave earlier than I used to.
Mm-hmm.
So I wake up at 6 and I'm like, ooh, I feel like shit. I don't think I'm going to go into work. I have to wait until 8 o'clock to call my boss. So I'm going to have to go back to bed, set my alarm, wake up again at 8, call in and be like, sorry, don't feel well. I really should be sleeping, but I had to wake up. I had to wake up to call you. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, why can't I just call in when I wake up and assess my situation and go, ooh, I feel sick?
Call the night before.
You can't. I got a call that morning. She was very specific about that.
8:01.
She's like, call around 8, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay. But the thing that might be different now is because COVID times. I mean, I would think people wouldn't want you coming in if you feel sick.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Right? So I don't.
They'll probably make you quarantine.
I hope that there's not a lot of pushback if I should have to call in. I'm not normally like a call-in sick person anyway.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I would call in and just apologize for 5 minutes and be like, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I can't come in.
Excuse me.
I know. Blech.
Unless you're blowing chunks, you're coming to work.
Oh, my. Really? I don't know Chunks well enough.
Damn.
Chunks better buy me dinner and a movie first.
Wine and dine ya.
I need a little something.
We all do.
Don't we just? Give me a little inspiration, will you?
Show your love, you know?
When I bite into a York peppermint patty.
I'm on a mountaintop skiing.
I get the, downhill skiing. Oh my
For
god.
those adults who got that reference.
Yeah.
For those who didn't,
I'm not helping anybody.
I know.
I am.
Google it.
I'm a little bit left out right now because Sean has on, if you're watching the video, Sean has on a Garfield holiday shirt. Fucking Joe has a Optimus Prime holiday shirt. I'm not wearing a I didn't get.
I forgot to ask you to take clock out.
I didn't get the text. Oh, the Griswold.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have him out next week. A little close to the holidays, he can be out.
Drum roll, please. Drum roll. What's your favorite movie, Sean, for Christmas?
That's on my list. I was totally gonna ask that.
Oh.
Did you see my list?
No, it
You've
is.
already done it. You've already done it.
'Tis the season.
You've already done it. We're there.
All right, go.
Let's say Christmas Story.
Christmas Story.
Same here.
Nice. Me too.
Wow.
That's definitely
The
my favorite.
trifecta.
That's definitely my favorite.
Some people have never even seen it. It's like, it's on every year for 24 hours. How can you miss it?
My mom's never seen it, and every year I get mad at her, and every year I'm like, "You gonna watch it?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'll watch it."
Sit your eye out, kid.
She never does. I made fun of her the other day. I was talking to her. I saw her on Sunday, and I said something to her, and she goes, "Oh, I don't need to be on the internet." And I looked at her and I was like, "You're already on the internet. I talk about you all the time." And she, why does anybody want
She's
to
in
hear?
the cloud.
Why does anybody want to hear what I do? I'm like, "Oh, you're fascinating."
We have great ratings because of her.
I was like, "You and Dad are insane."
Yeah, I'll love to be there when all this shit goes in.
Oh my god, it's hilarious.
So
It's
what's
hilarious.
the worst Christmas movie,
Ooh.
in your opinion?
There is no bad Christmas movie.
Well,
There's no bad Christmas movie.
Oh,
I mean, I have.
yours.
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah,
It's yours,
Joe. Answer your own question, Joe.
the one with Matthew Broderick and Danny DeVito. That's all right.
Oh.
Not Jingle All the Way.
No.
That's
Deck the Halls.
Deck the Halls.
It was all right, but yeah,
No, I get it, yeah.
We're competing for lights. Yay!
The Tim Allen one was kind of like that too.
Oh, the Santa Claus? I've actually
No.
never seen that.
No, there's one that he didn't want. Wait,
What?
I'm trying to think. I think he was in one that he didn't want.
What's the one with Schwarzenegger? He's trying to find a toy for his
That's
kid.
Jingle All the Way.
That's okay.
Isn't Phil Hartman in that? I feel like it. I don't know.
Probably.
But Tim Allen was in one. He was the one that he wanted him and his wife to go on the.
Oh, like a vacation? You wanted to go away.
Meet the Cranks.
Meet the Cranks. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
He was so
Wow.
gun ho. He didn't want to even celebrate Christmas. He just wanted to go on his trip
Okay.
that they had planned and scheduled.
Mm-hmm. And I'm guessing wackiness ensued.
Calamity.
Calamity happened.
Yep.
I'm
Dan
guessing.
Aykroyd was in that.
Dan Aykroyd was in that? Oh. Okay. Well, I mean.
Ray.
Christmas
you
with the
go-
Cranks.
Okay, Christmas with the.
No other. I've never seen it.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know that I've ever seen a bad. Well, the one you were talking about there, the Deck the Halls
Deck
thing.
the
That was
Hall.
like, it was alright.
Yeah.
It was just, I've never seen the Jingle All the Way thing, the Schwarzenegger movie with the toy.
We got to go now. Get the
Chopper.
toys.
Get in the chopper. I don't do.
Get
good.
out.
I don't do a good Schwarzenegger. It's fine.
My second favorite is obviously Christmas Vacation.
Definitely Christmas Vacation.
Elf.
Elf is good. I like Elf. It's all right. And I'm not like a huge Will Ferrell fan. I know. Goulet. I know. I'm not.
Alone.
Well, you know what? I haven't seen Home Alone in so long because when my nephew was a wee tot, he would. That was one of the movies that he had on a loop. It was Home Alone. It was What About Bob? And I know it's a weird thing.
I'm
I don't know.
sailing. Keep sailing, Bob.
And those are the only ones I remember. So I haven't seen Home Alone in years. But he used to when he was a little kid, he used to run around saying the lines from the car's still there. They didn't go to the airport. Oh, he could do the lines and stuff. And my dad would hey, do the Home Alone face, and he'd be like, oh. Yeah.
Where is he now? Is he in jail?
No, he's on Twitter.
I think I read somewhere that if you asked him to do that now, he wouldn't want to.
Really?
He wants nothing to do with the famous expression of his.
Really? He bought. No, what's funny is he bought a. The people wearing COVID masks, right? He bought one of his face doing that face, and he posted a photo of it. It looks bizarre. And then he's like, "Hey, I can make all of you sad with one tweet. I'm 40 now." And I'm like, "Wow, thanks for ruining everything." And
Macaulay.
yeah, so I haven't seen that in a long time.
I prefer the second.
You know what's funny is I do too.
One main reason.
For Tim Curry.
Damn right.
Yeah.
I'm afraid you've been mistaken, sir.
I'm afraid. Pizza. Yeah, you know what's funny is in Home Alone at the end, Catherine O'Hara, the mom, is traveling and she's with John Candy.
The Polka King of Chicago.
The Polka King, yeah.
Sheboygan.
It's just funny how all the little cameos that they did.
John Hughes.
Yeah, but he didn't get.
Yeah.
That was the connection.
I don't think he got paid for that.
I don't know. I mean,
I think he did because John asked him to.
Maybe.
John
asked John, maybe.
Asked John.
Or he might have done it. He worked with Catherine O'Hara on SCTV. Damn right.
John Hughes said, "I want candy.
Boom, 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 boom.
I want candy."
Boom, 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 boom. Anyway. So, yeah. I haven't seen Home Alone in a long time. Home Alone 2 I like because of Tim Curry.
Mm-hmm.
There's
you know what?
5, but only 2 with Macaulay.
Yeah. I can't stand Rob Schneider.
Oh, yeah.
And he kind of... he makes me grit my teeth every time he's on screen.
I get that way watching the Adam Sandler movies.
His
Yeah.
daughter's like a musician.
Is she?
Yeah.
Well, I don't...
Rob Schneider, so not Adam Sandler.
Either one. I don't care.
Movie.
I don't like him. He's very off-putting.
Okay.
You know those actors or actresses that you just see them and they're like, oh God. Excuse me. I can't. I know I'm not the only one, right?
I'm not.
Is there an actor that if you were watching a preview for a movie and you saw the movie and you're like, oh wow, that looks pretty good, and then you saw this actor in the scene and you're like, oh fuck, no, now I don't want to see it.
Can't think of one on the top of my head, but
Really?
yeah, there are some.
Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah.
see it and be like, oh okay, yeah.
I don't like Matthew McConaughey.
He's alright.
I know that's the hill I'm gonna die on. I don't like Matthew McConaughey, but I did like Dazed and Confused.
Great movie.
But he's not in it a lot.
No, he's not.
He's got one little piece.
That was his first movie.
Be a lot cooler if he did. Yeah.
Oh, Sean's got notes.
You got notes?
Yeah. Speaking of Adam Sandler and Rob Schneider,
I hate Rob Schneider.
did anybody hear
Yes.
about what Netflix did 2 months ago?
No,
Netflix?
what did they do?
Adam did a movie called QB Halloween.
Oh yeah, I heard of it, but all I got was title. But yeah,
Here's the poster.
okay.
Put out the poster. Yeah, all that
Wow. I will. Oh yeah. Let me get a little bit closer. Let me see.
Get a little bit closer.
See what's going on with this. So that's Adam Sandler with a beard. I'm trying to figure out what else is going on in this poster. Is that Chris Rock in the corner here? That kind of looks like Chris Rock.
His name's not mentioned on this list.
No. Oh, you know what? Wait. Nope, I still don't know.
Look closer.
I don't recognize anybody in this fucking thing.
I didn't either.
But is this Rob Schneider here?
I don't know.
With a big beard? A beard of bees? Bees?
Cast
Beard?
includes Kevin James,
No.
Julie Bowen,
Okay.
Maya Rudolph, Ray Liotta, Steve
Really?
Buscemi,
Yoda.
Steve Buscemi,
Ray
Rob Schneider,
Liotta? Really?
Rob Schneider, Michael Chiklis,
Whoa. The Shield.
Okay.
Kenan Thompson.
Alright, none of these people are on the poster.
Makes no sense.
So who are all these frickin' people?
I want to think it's in this next bunch of.
Although this kind of looks like Maya Rudolph as the Bride of Frankenstein right now.
Yeah, that is right.
The guy with the beard must be Kevin James. I can't stand him either. God, we're just gonna talk about everybody Tara dislikes.
China Ann
Yeah,
McClain.
that's Kevin James, right?
Yeah.
Tim Meadows, Colin Quinn, June Squibb, Shaquille O'Neal.
That's Keenan.
Shaquille O'Neal.
That's Keenan Thompson.
Yeah.
That's Tim Meadows.
Wow. Okay.
Mickey Day.
Mikey Day.
Mikey?
Mikey Day, yeah.
Noah Schnapp.
Wow.
Karen Brar. B-R-A-R.
Okay.
Kim Whitley. Betsy
Ross?
Sedano.
Knitting flags for everybody.
George Wallace. Blake Clark. I don't know this. I don't know some of these
Half of those names I don't know,
Blake? You mean Balaki?
but that's
Aaron?
that's a really long cast list.
Said Adam Sandler and Netflix were throwing a Halloween party this October, which already passed.
Yeah.
Hubie Halloween, a comedy horror film directed by Little Nicky filmmaker Stephen Brill.
Yeah.
Hubie Halloween was unleashed on October 7th, with Sandler starring as Hubie Dubois,
Yeah.
the quote class clown of Salem, Massachusetts,
Oh God.
who may be the only one who can save the town from the monsters on Halloween night.
Did they film it in Salem?
Doesn't say.
I don't remember any filming going on in Salem.
He's a hero.
He's from New Hampshire.
In the film,
Yeah.
Hubie Dubois thanklessly spends every Halloween making sure the residents of his hometown, Salem, celebrate safely and play by the rules. But this year, an escaped criminal and
This year.
mysterious new neighbor has Hubie on high alert.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's all.
So, all right.
There's a picture of Adam there with a surprise look on his face. Like someone just caught him
Yeah.
on a shitter or something.
I mean, I don't know. Well, I heard somebody saying something about it, and then I was like,
Once I saw this list, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
Rob Schneider, Steve Buscemi. What a surprise.
yeah.
Kevin James.
He seems to like to work with Kevin James now.
He always-
Somebody should
he
like
always
to
in the
work with
same
him.
Group.
Somebody should like to work with him.
I'm surprised Chris Rock didn't get there either.
Kevin James is one of those people that's like, he doesn't like, you know, he
He's
wants
not
to.
Chris Farley.
He wants to be on TV and he wants to be famous, but he doesn't like you to know him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Did we talk about him before? Someone else.
excuse me. No.
If you saw him at a restaurant, he doesn't want you to bother.
Right there.
Yeah.
Yep. Don't speak to me. Don't make eye contact with me. I'm too good for you. I can't stand people like that.
Yeah.
I was at my parents' house on Sunday, and my dad is a big 60 Minutes fan. So he's always watching 60 Minutes. Yeah. So 60 Minutes was interviewing James Corden. And they made him seem really like a swell guy. And I am grinding my teeth, right? And they went to a commercial, and I was like, fuck James Corden. And my mama goes, whoa.
Not in my house.
She goes, where did that come from? And I'm like, he's an asshole. He's a huge asshole. I was like, he's another one of those people that's like, I'm too good. You can't speak to me.
Right.
Kind of thing. And I said, the fact that they're
He's
trying to
stuck
make
up.
him, yes. And the fact that they're trying to make him seem like he's a swell guy, like man of the people, he's not.
Long time ago, I think it was around 1999.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
98, 99.
That was a long time ago. Yes.
Me and Tyrone, we felt that way about D'Lo Brown.
Oh, you have to tell the D'Lo Brown story.
D'Lo.
This is an old WWF
F.
wrestler.
F.
Yes. Back when it was the F.
Me and Tyrone went to, I don't know if it's Raw or just a house show,
Yeah.
but we were there, we were in the hallway, and D'Lo and his agent was walking past us.
His posse?
Nope, one guy.
No.
His Poe.
His Poe.
Not a full posse, just a Poe.
So, Tyrone, even though Tyrone had a Taz t-shirt in his hand, see what thing he had.
Yeah.
We stopped, we said, hi to D'Lo, and Tyrone asked for an autograph.
Yeah. Taz, by the way, was also a wrestler. I don't want people to think he was like the Tasmanian Devil. Like, oh, he had a Tasmanian Devil shirt in his hand? Cute. No.
So Tyrone asked him for an autograph.
Yeah.
Now, D'Lo didn't wrestle that night. He didn't even do a dark match that night. I think he was just there kind of as standby in case they needed him.
Yeah.
He was on hold.
He didn't even attempt to sign the autograph for Tyrone. And if I remember right, his agent said that he doesn't have time to do it, or he's not doing it, or some shit. Really? You're not wrestling. You have someone asking you for an autograph, and you're going to diss him like that.
Rude. I was actually, I don't know if you remember this, actually. I was with you guys. I was in the bathroom.
Oh.
I came out of the
That's
bathroom.
why we were out in the hallway.
Yeah. I came out of the bathroom and Sean's like, we just saw D'Lo Brown. And I'm like, oh, cool. No, it wasn't. Really? Why wasn't it cool? He's a dick. Yeah, I felt bad. Then I was like, damn my bladder. I had to pee.
You didn't miss much.
No, I missed. I would have been appalled. Like, I just would have been like, what?
Yeah.
What a jerk.
I mean, he wasn't as big as Stone Cold or The Rock,
No.
but someone was still asking him for an autograph, and he wasn't even on the card that night.
That's just rude. You know what? He should have been happy somebody just knew who he was. You're like, oh, great.
Hey.
Then he went down as somebody, what is it? He paralyzed somebody. Didn't he?
He might have,
Yeah, he freaking paralyzed somebody doing that stupid movie he does. Where he like
Splash.
yeah, where he
Splash?
it's one of those moves that like I don't know all the wrestling terminology. So
We haven't
basically,
watched in a long time.
yeah, basically
So it sucks now.
he's
Nobody
got the
knows.
guy, and I mean it's almost like a porn position.
69.
Yeah, and basically he like slams. It's when he like slams the guy down,
Oh, yeah.
and then he's supposed to be like, ugh, and then he jumps up on the top rope, and then he's like, boom. He ended up doing something. He dropped the guy on his neck, and he was like, ugh. Oh, who was it? Oh man, it's they're just right here. It wasn't one of the Oh God. Shit. It was I can see his face too. Holy crap.
What do they look like?
Tattooed.
That narrows him down.
I know, it doesn't at all. Oh my God. Who was it?
The only person that first pops in my head that was paralyzed while wrestling was Draws.
He was
Or
yes!
AKA Puke.
Yes!
That's him?
That's him, yeah.
Puke?
Yeah, it was D'Lo Brown, I think.
Huh.
And he was like in a wheelchair.
He still is.
And then they let D'Lo wrestle again after a little while. Because nobody wanted to wrestle with him. I'm like, nope, I'm not getting in the ring with him. Hell no.
So I remember they tried putting him with LOD when LOD 2000 was big.
I was, God damn it. I was sitting there thinking,
They were
I
using-
feel like
They were using LOD 2000 to push him.
he was with LOD at some point. LOD was like
For a little
Legion
while.
of Doom. I feel like we're having like an insider. I don't want it to be an inside conversation. Trying to embrace everyone in. Yeah,
Google.
it's just, I guess. I mean, that was,
Back when wrestling was awesome.
yeah, in the 90s.
And they didn't
Yeah.
use their real names.
That's a big thing with you now,
It's
isn't it?
weird. It's like, hey, I'm
What?
Carl. Coming
Be-
to the ring, Carl.
Be careful, Carl is coming.
And his opponent, Larry. It's like, Get a stage name, something cool.
A stage
and also you can like market it and like get like T-shirts and
you know the
stuff.
thing that I don't understand about that is that Vince McMahon, who owns the wrestling, he is very copyright specific, and I mean, is it? I wonder if it's not a way to skirt that by using their own names.
Sure.
Because for years, anytime The Rock used The Rock, he had to pay Vince McMahon.
Really?
Yeah. That's why he's Dwayne Johnson now. He finally got away from that.
Good, because whenever he was The Rock,
His
always
daughter
said,
wrestles now.
The Rock says, and The Rock.
Does
Like,
she?
oh, you heard that so much in 2 hours of the show.
Yeah.
He'd be broke. By the end of the night.
No, I mean, like, if his name was in a film, like, oh, starring The Rock, they had to pay Vince McMahon for that. That's why, like, sometimes in the credits you'd see WWE or whatever the fuck it is now.
Sponsored by
Entertainment.
Yeah.
And it's like, because they had to pay him.
Yeah, his daughter's either on Raw or SmackDown, one of the two.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know her name.
Oh, Pebble. Pebbles? Isn't that
Pebbles
the
and
Rock
Bam
song?
Bam?
Well, we used that joke last week, I think. We were talking about Rock, and I was like, oh, Pebbles.
The little
I
rock.
said Pebble, and you just started cracking up laughing.
I did, because it's a good joke. I don't remember his daughter's name. I don't know enough about him to be able to be like, oh, and that's blah blah blah.
S. Jeeves.
I know his ex-wife's name is Danny. So
Okay.
that's all I got.
All right.
That's all I got.
And I remember going back to draws.
Drums.
Yeah,
Puke.
That's why McMahon hired him in the first place.
because he could puke on demand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a skill.
My nephew can do that. Like, seriously, if you go up to him and like, hey, you should probably vomit, he'll be like, bleh. Like he can just do it.
That's fucked up.
It kind of is. It doesn't take
That's
much.
gross.
It really doesn't take much. And, I mean, he's not in the WWE.
Not yet.
He was on that documentary.
we talking about drugs, yeah. Not my nephew. My nephew's in a documentary.
Called Puke.
Yeah.
What the hell's that?
Are you thinking of,
Actually, no, I just recently got it.
are you thinking of Beyond the Mat?
Yes.
Aha!
It's all in there, but when Draws was brought into Vince's office that day, he was hired.
Yeah. Yeah. I think either I had it or I still have it. I'm not sure. But yeah.
Yeah, they start talking about what they're going to do and how he can regurgitate on demand.
Oh, regurgitate.
And then McMahon asks him to do it. You know, he doesn't really do a good one. He has like a little lungy.
No.
I will throw up. I will throw up.
Now, aren't the offices in Connecticut?
Stanford.
Yeah, Connecticut, yeah.
So he hands him a barrel. You gonna puke? You gonna get sick? Huh? You gonna puke? He's gonna puke! He's gonna
Oh! You yelled in my ear!
That went off like almost a minute. Like Vince was just getting more into his character almost.
Yeah.
He's gonna puke! And all you get is little...
You should have had a bigger lunch.
Yes.
Oh,
He
look,
was nervous.
Oreos!
I think if I remember, he used to... I think they said that he played football for Denver Broncos or something before that.
Really?
Like a defensive lineman or something.
Interesting. What is it? Shit. I know. Brock Lesnar went. Didn't he try out for the Minnesota Vikings or something?
I think so.
I think he did. I don't think he made it.
Well, look at him. He doesn't want to stay anywhere. He goes to WWE for like 2 or 3 years. Then he wants to leave and go be a UFC fighter for a year. Then he wants to come back to WWE for more. As long as they got the money for him.
I think CM Punk's in UFC now.
Is he?
I think.
Punk.
CM Punk.
That surprises me. I don't know. I mean,
They jump back and forth.
I'll be honest with you.
2 paychecks.
I know. If I'm in a dark alley, I would not want to come up against a UFC fighter. I'd rather try my luck with a WWE person. Because I don't know. I think like I could probably get them into like do a promo, and then run away while they're cutting their promo. Be like, Oh, well, tell the crowd what's gonna. You know, tonight I'm gonna take you and put you through the. Yeah, you are. Like run away.
Pull a Marty McFly.
Scary.
What's that? And run.
Yeah, I feel like I can make that happen. With a UFC fighter, I got nothing.
Probably kick your ass before you even have your next thought.
Kick my ass before I said hello.
What happened?
Make it like a tree and get out of here.
Yeah, I've never been in a fight. Have you ever been in a fight?
No,
Not a real
No,
fight.
not a real fight.
not really.
I probably had like one or two in my
A
life.
verbal fight.
Oh, verbal arguments don't count.
Okay, then
The
no.
one fight I actually had was kind of funny in a way.
Really?
It was with the co-worker when I was working at Babies R Us.
Yeah.
Babies,
You're already laughing, so it's
I'm
like.
laughing
babies are us.
because I actually gave him a Stone Cold Stunner.
Damn.
Do not try that on anybody on concrete cement. That hurt your
Ooh.
butt
Oh.
because you got to drop.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
On your ass.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so thank you guys so much for holding out for us.
Part 2.
I know. Deuce.
Go to the audio, you can hear part 3,
I know. So
Or 4,
which will be part 1.
we had about like 41 minutes
Oh,
extra.
oh.
I know. So you got more.
Yay!
You got
Show
more
your
than you
love.
usually got. I know it's up there. Show love, please. So we will see you next time. Either of
Subscribe.
these gentlemen have something to tell you. Toodaloo, kangaroo. Tell them, guys.
Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, share the video. We'll see you next week.
Have a good everything. May the force be with you.
And also with you.
Rest in peace, David.
Aww.